as more developments come out about this case, y'all, I am locked in like Flint. I am sitting over here biting my nails. I'm on the edge of my seat. This right here is a movie being played out in real life. If Lifetime don't get a hold of this, I don't know who will. But let me tell you something. I would watch this. Y'all, fascinating to say the least. The latest developments that are coming out is that these two have had at least 2-year relationship where she would go visit him at the state prison over 2 hours away. Oh, yes. Now, we've done got word. This is the vehicle that they are supposed to be in. It is a Ford Edge that has the VIN number and all the info out there. This is a screenshot from a video surveillance. Y'all, I'm going to go ahead and tell you something, okay? I don't know how close you are or if you've ever been or if you live in or around Florence, Alabama. But I'm going to go ahead and say Florence, Alabama is like our second home. We go there at least once a month. So we know the city, okay? There is cameras, there is businesses, there are people everywhere. So the fact that there's not more surveillance footage out there of their literally every step they made from the time they left that shopping center parking lot. Y'all, there's cameras everywhere. Now, here is another twist to the story. They are saying Vicky White has 2 aliases, April Davis and Renee Marie Maxwell. Y'all, I'm going to go ahead and tell you something, okay? I'm pretty sure she probably went and visited him under a totally different name. She probably disguised herself. The sheriff says that they are working to get the video footage and the actual recordings of his visitation with her over the past 2 years. Y'all, I'm dying to see that. I would love to see it. I would love to be a fly on the wall to dissect those visits. And another thing. Does somebody not go through their mail? I'm pretty sure they were being, talking in code and all this. But you know, she wrote him some letters. You know he wrote her some letters. Okay? You know there was some exchange of contact somewhere. She went to visit him. You know he called her. You know she called him. Y'all, it's a lot. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all hear the latest from the sheriff of Lauderdale County. And I want y'all to leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. I believe this relationship being so long, she's had plenty of air and opportunity to get fake IDs made. Okay, allegedly, I done heard she allegedly bought that vehicle under one of her fake aliases. So, she probably had some fake IDs. She's probably got some connections and resources. She's a very intelligent woman who works in law enforcement and has for many years. She knows her ways, her ins and outs of illegal and legal activity. I bet you money she already had these fake IDs. She already had him a fake ID, change of clothes, whatever. I mean, duh, she ain't gonna be carrying him around in a, prison uniform. That'd be obvious. And considering they had all day to get away before this was even discovered, reported, or whatever, they had all day. They had many hours to get away from the scene. I guarantee you what happened. He probably changed some clothes. She changed her whole appearance. He probably changed his whole appearance. They probably went from Florence to either Huntsville or Birmingham. I would probably think Birmingham Airport. And they probably cut dust. They're probably on an island somewhere. Not even in this country. I'm serious. I believe that. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to know what you think about this whole prisoner and prison guard romance. This is going to be on Law & Order SVU, if anything else. I'm just saying. You know it will. Okay, let me just give it over to the sheriff.
This brief video of Vicky White, Casey White, leaving an Alabama jail The deputy holding the door for the convicted felon and accused murderer belies an apparently lengthy relationship spanning years.
He was here in 2020 for an arraignment and preliminary hearing, and when he finished that, he went back to state prison. We do know that they remained in touch while he was in state prison.
So their relationship, in whatever parameters you would define it, is at least 2 years old?
Yes.
Maybe older?
Could be older.
The sheriff also says Vicky repeatedly drove more than 2 hours to this state prison outside Birmingham to see Casey, who he isn't sure how many times. The state telling us any logs or video of their visits aren't ready for release. It's the latest layer in a complex case.
This could happen with the best of folks. I mean, Vicky White I would trust with my life. And she's that kind of solid person.
All attention now focused squarely on finding the unlikely pair on the run since last Friday. The U.S. Marshal Service posting these sketches to demonstrate the immense height differential between the 6'9" Casey White and the 5'5" Vicky White. This new surveillance video from a gas station apparently shows the pair driving on a local road in a patrol car before ditching it in a parking lot and hopping in a Ford Edge getaway car. So far, no one has reported seeing them.
Are you surprised no one noticed this 6'9" man walking out of the car?
I am surprised. And what about the cameras? He's a big guy.
Authorities not only say Casey White could have changed his clothes and his appearance, which he's done before, but the duo may be heavily armed.
She owned an AR-15, a shotgun, and another pistol. Typically, those would not be in her patrol car. They were her personal weapons, as was the duty weapon she carried. But I think the fact that she owns them, I think it's a fair assumption that they're with them.
The U.S. Marshal Service says that they have zero credible information as to where these two might be headed. One commander deputy who's been on the job for 20-plus years says this is the first case he can recall where they have no solid information. It's also worth noting that the sheriff's office here says that Vicky White is no longer employed with them. They declined to say whether or not she has been fired.
I personally don't believe she was fired because they've already said she turned in her retirement papers, and the day she left was supposed to be her last day anyway. So naturally, she's not employed anymore. They've already made that statement. I don't believe she was fired. She's done turned in her paperwork and her retirement. So we can take that off the table. That's just my assumptions from what the sheriff has already stated as facts. And they already said she sold her home for a fraction of what it was worth just last month. So we know she's got access to that $95,000. Now look, I'm interested on what her mama has said and revealed about all this, because she didn't have no kids. She was a widow, and I heard she was close to her mama. So I mean, and plus, where was she staying since she sold her house? Was she staying with her mama? See, let me tell you something. If you're close to your mama, you're not just going to up and disappear and leave your mama, okay? The mama has to know something. That's just my opinion. Where do y'all think they're at? Where do y'all think they're still in this country? Do you think they got their fake IDs and cut dust? And isn't it like a thing where you can go to certain islands or certain countries, and even if you're convicted of a crime, you can't be extradited? Is that a thing? Let me know in the comments below. Y'all smash that subscribe button. Click the bell to all, because I'm going to keep you up to date on the latest and breaking news coming out of this case. Keep an eye out for these people, that vehicle, and that height difference, because there is really a height difference between those two. Y'all have a fabulous day, and I will see y'all in my next video.